Hi guys, in this video I'm gonna tell you about the different phases of the moon. So let's get started without wasting any time. The moon goes through a continuous cycle of changing appearances in the sky, which is known as the lunar phases. So telling about the lunar phases, what are the lunar phases? These phases are a result of changing relative positions of the sun, earth and the moon. So we are talking about the moon, so let's talk about the different phases of the moon. There are four primary moon phases, which are known as new moon, first quarter, a full moon and last quarter, and they occur about 1 week apart. So now we are now going into the depth of these phases. What is new moon? This phase occurs when the moon is positioned between the earth and the sun. The side of the moon is illuminated in the sun is when by the sun when sun is facing away from the earth, making the moon appear mostly dark or invisible from our point of view. So this was the new moon. Now where its second phase come, which is known as first quarter. What is first quarter phase? The moon has completed about 1/4 of its orbit around the earth. From our perspective, we can see half of the moon illuminated, resembling a half moon. So this was our first quarter. Now it's time about the full moon. What is full moon? At this phase, the earth is positioned between the moon and the sun. The entire side of the moon facing earth is illuminated, making the moon appear fully round and bright in the night sky. These are the three main phases, and talking about the last phase, which is known as the last quarter. So what is last quarter? Our last quarter phase. The moon has completed 3/4 of its orbits. Again we see half of the moon is illuminated, but it's the position half compared to the first quarter phase. Now we have discussed about the different four phases of the moon. Now let's move on the next topic. These four phases are the primary ones, but between them there are intermediate phases like waxing crescent, waxing gibbous, waning gibbous, and waning crescent, which shows different proportions of illuminations as the moon progress through each cycle. So we are now here, as this channel is about NASA and we are discussing the researches of the NASA. So I'm going to tell you about the research about how research of the NASA about these moon phases. NASA provides extensive information about the moon and its phases. They study the moon for various reasons, including its geological history, potential resources, and its role in understanding the history of our solar system. Some of the researches conducted by NASA includes linear exploration, lunar geology, water and resources, moon's influences on Earth. So we are going to in the depth of these researches. What is lunar exploration? NASA has sent numerous missions to the moon, including the Apollo mission that landed astronauts on the lunar phase. More recently, NASA's Artemis program aims to return astronauts to the moon with a focus on sustainable exploration and the potential establishment of a lunar base. Now, lunar geology. What was the lunar geology research? NASA's mission have provided valuable data about the moon's composition, structure, and history. This information helps scientists understand the process that shaped the moon and provide insights into Earth's own history. So, what was the water and resources? Talking about the water and resources, what was the link of the water and resources in the moon phases? So, recent discoveries suggest that the presence of water ice in permanently shadowed regions of the moon. NASA is interested in studying this water as